They met by twilight. The hours when day died and those when night passed away were the only ones humans and Snaret comfortably shared. Jack Cravath thought it was a minor miracle humans and Snaret shared anything on Lecanth Sea. You had to try to do business with them. Everybody said so. Everybody, in this case, was much too likely to be right. If the two races didn't get along, they had plenty of firepower to devastate a pretty good stretch of this galactic arm. Black hole generators, eco-bombs, Planck disruptors, tailored metaviruses. The old saying was, they'd fight the war after this one with rocks. Not this time around. There'd be nobody left to do any fighting, and the rocks would be few and far between, too. By one of those coincidences that made you think somebody had it in for both species, they'd found Lecanth Sea at the same time, 150 years earlier. They'd both liked the world. What was not to like? It was a habitable planet, as yet unscrewed by intelligent life of its own. They both wanted it. They both needed it, too. In lieu of a coin flip, stone, paper, scissor, or that spiral arm wrecking war, they decided to settle it jointly. Codominium, they called it. On Earth, such arrangements went back to the 7th century CE, ancient days indeed, when the Byzantines and Arabs shared Cyprus for a while. The Snaret had precedents of their own. Jack Cravath didn't know the details about those, he just knew there were some. And he knew codominium worked, as well as it worked, which often wasn't very, only because all the alternatives that anybody could see were worse. His own alternatives were none too good right this minute either. By choice, he would have closed his scooter dealership when the sun set and gone home to dinner with his newly pregnant wife. But that would have shown interspecies insensitivity. You didn't do such things on Lecanth Sea. Not if you had anywhere close to your proper complement of marbles, you didn't. He sat in his office instead, while darkness deepened around him. The ceiling light began to glow a dull, dim orange. As far as anybody could tell, that amount and shade of illumination annoyed both races equally. In a little more than an hour, when it was full dark outside, he could legitimately close. Then he could use his IR goggles to get out of the interspecies business district in Latimer and back to the human residential zone, where such perverse curiosities as streetlights were allowed.